Hey guys, welcome back for another video. Today I've got a review of the RC6 system from INNOVV. This is a combination front and rear dash cam with radar, which is unique in the industry as far as I know. Now, when you're doing blind spot detection, which this is used for, there are two ways to do it. Other brands use visual detection, and each has pros and cons. Cons to doing it visually is you need a very good camera and a very good processor. By separating the features and the functions to separate cameras and radar units, it removes all that. So the downside to having the separate sensors in the system is obviously you've got extra sensors you have to mount. But that's it. We've got a big fold-out instruction sheet that I'll go through, of course, when I put it on the bike. We've got a little pack here with some GoPro style mounts. Interesting. I like to see that. I love the standardization. So we've got a ring here. Obviously that is for a camera. Whole bunch of other metal type mount pieces here, like looks like maybe a bar clamp. Maybe that's for the control system. We'll see. More mount accessories and adhesive pads. And yet more. So lots of stuff to install with this package, not just a simple camera mount. We've got our power wire here, very beefy wires, I have to say. We've got a separate switched and constant power, and it is fused. And then a screw-on DIN connector for the camera connection itself. Let's take a look at the units here. Very large camera. I was not expecting that. This thing is twice the size of all the other cameras I've seen. We've got a button on it. Not what I was expecting. No idea what that's going to be for. Maybe power, maybe turning a feature on or off. But it's all metal. Quite beefy. Got a protective film on the lens. Take that off real quick. So this is totally unlike other systems that I've installed so far. Oh, wait, where's the other camera? This is a camera too? Yeah, I'm confused. Now, I don't look at the marketing ahead of product reviews, so that's why I'm acting confused, because I am. I thought this was a plug two cameras into a box under the seat, a couple radar sensors, and go. But no, this is totally unlike what I was expecting. I will actually have to read the instructions on this one. I don't know if this is a screen, but it looks like a protective film on there, but it doesn't feel like one. It's got this, you can see a little hazy schmutz on it. I don't want to ruin it if it's some kind of coating, but nothing's coming up. Oh, there we go. Man, that is just a really tight film. I would imagine some people are going to accidentally leave this on. It is so fitted to it. So there we go. Okay, that was just foam. I thought that was the top of the box. And this is obviously the controller. Got something here. It's just a power LED and a buzzer. So I don't know if this is meant to mount somewhere near your dash or under the seat. But this is definitely where everything connects to. And as you can see, lots of connections for just a two camera and blind spot detection system. That's more than full dash cam systems. Okay, after reading the instructions, I know, what a concept, right? I've now correctly ID'd the parts. This is a control box. This is going to be somewhere within cable reach. I'm imagining under my seat. We'll find out. This is a combo camera / control unit. This is where your card goes. It's underneath these screws here. And this is a control button. This kind of limits where you're going to be able to put it. It's not just a camera, so I'm not going to be able to tuck it under my fairing in the front of my bike where I usually put dash cams. It has to be accessible, so you can pull the card out, and obviously you've got this really thick control wire, and you need to be able to hit this button. So you're kind of limited where you can mount this because you need it up somewhere by your controls. So not your typical dash cam install there. These are not radar sensors. These are just lights. And they want you to stick these on your mirrors or somewhere you can see them. So it's kind of like the little lights in your car mirrors. And then this is a touch button for turning the audio alert on and off. So that's all these guys do. This whole thing is your rear camera and radar. So this is what goes where you'd normally have a little bullet style rear camera, and it's got a huge bracket and everything. So I'll have to figure out how to mount that. And this whole thing just hangs out somewhere in back of your bike. So I'm just starting my wiring here. I've got the power into my Fuseblock, and I'll put the control box just somewhere in here for the purposes of the review, but you definitely want it someplace watertight and out of the way. It's where all the wires are going to come to. The rear camera / radar box, they do give you plenty of bracket options here, but I found a spot, at least for the purposes again of the review, just a little double-sided tape right here on my trunk mount, and it's not going to interfere with the radar signal. It's nice and level, firing straight back, so that'll be fine. Really thick cable, so bear that in mind. This will be harder to route and hide than some other cables, like a dedicated rear camera cable. It's about twice the thickness. So if you're really tight on space with something else, you might run into an issue here, and it's not super flexible. There's obviously a lot of wires going into it, and I noticed they also use thicker gauge wires for the main powers than a lot of other things. Very high quality stuff. Now the other issue is this front camera. I have a solution, but I'm going to tell you up front, every bike is going to be different model to model and depending on what accessories you have, because again, it's a combination camera / control / you have to open it up to get your card out. So one cool thing is, even though the instructions say this optional GoPro mount bracket is not included, it is. And this is going to become very helpful. So they give you some actual GoPro type accessories here, the mount, the plate. I'm just going to be using the rubber strip for the inside of the bracket, and that's very important because this is a metal bracket, same as the metal camera, and if you don't use the rubber, it's not going to clamp very well and it'll scratch. So make sure you stick on the adhesive rubber to the inside of the bracket before you try to put it on. But what I'm going to do is put it right up here, and I'm going to have to use one of my own GoPro feet that have a swivel, because otherwise it would be pointing off to the side. But I happen to have these metal reservoirs and these optional accessory mounts for them, so I can ramble over here and a GoPro style over on this side. But obviously you'd have to find your own spot, either stick it to your mirror or use some kind of mount and use their bracket system or something like that. Normally, when I do dash cams on my bike, I put them down here underneath my fairing. So it's protected and out of the way. It's a perfect spot. But obviously you can't do that having to get to the card and all that. Even easier, I just put it on a Ramball mount. So I just did the first boot up and the sensor there beeped real quick. I just put the two visual sensors left and right here so you guys can easily see it when I get on the road. And this is flashing. Everything is controlled through the app. So what I have to do now is install the app and connect it to the device, and then we'll see what it says. Actually, before I do that, I need to open this up. I don't know if there's a card in there or not. And there is not. And the screws are also not captured, so be careful taking those out so you don't drop them. So I just followed the instructions, downloaded the app. You connect to the Wi-Fi for the device, then fire up the app. There are really no labels in the app itself, so pay attention to everything here on the printed instructions, and that tells you what the different buttons in the app are. And it's pretty straightforward, pretty much like any kind of dash cam device. For the sensors, or the indicators I should say, and the whole blind spot detection system, they have multiple things that it does, and it details the different modes, where things are going to be in its view, what traffic's doing, and what range, and that kind of thing, to give you different scenarios and different operations of the lights to warn you for actual blind spot detection, or if you want to change lanes, kind of like if you're in a car, it'll tell you if somebody's next to you sitting in your blind spot, or if somebody's about to crash into you, that kind of thing. Once you're in, you see the basic information up top. Default password, like pretty much every dash cam, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can change your resolution. You can change your bit rate. I strongly suggest you leave it on high unless you've got a tiny little card in there for some reason. You can flip the cameras either mirrored or inverted in case you can't change the way you've mounted. Loop recording is the size of each clip. I recommend the smallest size if you're using this for any kind of event or crash. It'll help you download quicker. And then personal settings, mic volume, I'm going to leave it in the default 2. That's really going to highly depend on where you have it mounted and how much wind noise it's going to pick up. For the watermark on the video, you can have it show the date and time, or nothing. And if you wish to have any text overlaid on the video, you can also do that. I've got one of my cards in there. I'm going to go ahead and format it because it did not come from this camera. Your gravity sensor is how sensitive it is to a jostle in case you crash. I'm in the US, so my frequency is 60 Hertz. Update time, that'll set it from your phone. And we got a factory reset and then just information. And that's it. Just getting ready to head out, and I noticed the signal lights are picking me up just walking behind the bike. They work. Pretty cool. Huh. It's even detecting me backing up. My car and my bushes. I honestly didn't expect it to be that sensitive, but it's working just like my car. Hopefully both these lights are in camera frame. I can see them with my eyes. Obviously, wherever you put them, just make sure you can easily see them. My main point of this footage was for the dash cam. Let's take a look at that. I'm about 5 car lengths behind this guy here. We'll scoot up, see how easy it is to read plates. We're on a bright Florida sunny day. Doesn't get any easier. Here's about 2 car lengths. Here's 1. See if that light comes on as I pass him. I'm not sure if it'll work as I'm passing or if they're coming up. See, right now it's not lighting. He's not in my blind spot because I can see him in my mirror. Let me slow down a little bit and see if the light will come on as he's passing. Yep, it does. It works just like the mirrors in my car. That is so cool. I mean, right as it got out of my mirror range, the light comes on. That is fantastic. Well, that shortens my need to play around with traffic because I wasn't sure, like I said, how it was going to function or how easy it would pick things up. But that is, I mean, automotive. That's the best I can say. It works exactly like you would expect. And here's some fast-moving daytime footage. Do the front and the rear. And then I'll come back in a few hours after nightfall and we'll get some nighttime footage and that'll wrap it up. And out we go for the night test. Front camera and rear camera. This is obviously a dark street, just got some lights on the side here. Now we'll buzz out to some traffic real quick and see how it looks in slightly brighter light. Alright, let's check the plate reading here. 1 car length ahead of me. There's 2 car lengths ahead of me. Now he's got a pretty dim LED on his plate. I can barely see it with my eyes. So this is worst case scenario. And then the rear. Alright. That's going to wrap this review up. I am super impressed with the radar function. Personally, I would love to see just the radar function as a separate unit. Alright, that's it. Stay tuned. More videos coming right up. See you next time.